Splat, for this next mission, I need you to draw on all your expertise as a supercharger and get in the right frame of mind. You see what I did there?
No sweat, Buzz. With chaos out there, I have all the inspiration I need.
Great attitude. You could maybe do with a little more boomstick, you know? Pep it up a notch, but anyway, it's no biggie. Let's see what you can do with the oiled ink attack.
Alright, so we will work towards that. I feel like Buzz likes splats. It kind of seems like he was flirting with her a bit, but nonetheless, I suppose that runs in his family. Not saying anything politically. Hey everybody, one of we's here, 1:17 in the morning, Thursday, February 18th, something like that. Anyway, and I tried so hard to get Elite Slam Bam onto the portal. I was gonna run around, get him some cash. I'm trying to get the elites enough money to have, like, you know, their second path available immediately. Cannot get him for the life of me to register. I had this trouble, who was it, the Shadow Dragon? Had been asking me to test Elite Trigger Happy. I've mentioned before I like my boxes on the elites, and like not just the case, but like the actual box. And I couldn't get him to go. It's something with the new portal for superchargers. The elites, they just don't like read as well as they used to. At least that's been my experience. I recently, just like at the start of the year when I had some work done, had to move everything, that's when I finally gave up on my trap team portal and I switched over to this one, just, mainly because I thought the vehicles would fit better, and they do. But the elites just don't like it in their boxes anyway. So if you take them out of the box, they seem to register, but I hate doing that. So I did get Dino Ring to register. I went back to Slam Bam. It was pointless, and it's interesting. But so Slam Bam, what I'm trying to tell you, long story short, I wanted Slam Bam to be the character that we use here for this. But what we're gonna do is it's gonna be like part 2 of our Splat Research Fest in terms of requests. Well, that's cool, they're both wearing top hats. But we've got the Reef Ripper hat, which is perfect for Gilgrunt for obvious reasons. But what I'm gonna do here, the Splatter Splasher, I've had it for forever. It's never been on the portal, ever. I've never piloted it with anybody, I've never had it supercharged, nothing. And so we're gonna put it on, we're gonna go through a quick introduction on the vehicle. I haven't gotten any particular feedback from people, but I kind of like that method that I came up with, where we crank out Buzz's first quest, then we come in the second quest and we kind of have, a non-matching Skylander, not the signature driver, in other words. So if it's the Shark Tank, anyone but Terrafin drives the vehicle type of a thing. And by doing that, we're able to get the damage number stock, and then we can come in, supercharge it, you see that look, and we kind of take it from there. Now, I'm not a big fan of the sea vehicles. I'm not a big fan of the sea stars, and I am not a big fan of the sea training area, because I don't really know that we can get damage numbers, but we're going to figure it out. We'll pull the burn cycle, and here we go for the first time ever. And this will probably... I do like the aesthetics of Dive Bomber, and the regular Sea Shadow looks great. The dark one looks not very good at all, particularly compared to the standard one. But Splatter Splasher, it's... The other vehicles, like Sea Shadow, kind of looks like it might be quick, but this is like a conventional speedboat with a Skylander twist, and so I've been very excited about it. We're going to put it on the portal right now.
Splatter Splasher.
Alright, so let's go in here real quick.
Looking good, looking good.
Okay. I really want to upgrade him. Anyway, here is the Splatter Splasher. Like I said, I think it looks pretty good. It's got kind of those same like fawn horns as Splat does, so she should look pretty good piloting this thing. Its Rift engine is kind of centrally mounted, which is it should kind of be in the back, but it does have like a traditional, scooped intake type of a vibe on top of the supercharger. Marine engines, share a lot of similarities, of course, when you get into kind of like the drag boat type vibe, but it should be pretty cool. It kind of screams like Miami Vice crossed with racing, crossed with Skylanders. So, with, of course, some signature details to Splat. But let's take a look at the blueprint here. Alright, and despite never having this, we've gotten everything here performance-wise except for the supercharged piece, which we'll get here soon. But we have the easel exhaust, which that's going to give us plus 10 acceleration. The abstract driller, plus 10 top speed. Modern hydrils will be plus 10 handling. And watercolor mixer, I nearly said cooler out of habit in terms of race stuff. Negative 10 handling. That's sort of offset by the plus 5 speed, plus 5 weight. I don't really know that the weights... I don't know. I guess it depends how this plays out. But plus 300 armor kind of overrides any negatives there. So let's take a look at our horn selection. We've got the bristle whistle horn. We have the airbrush horn. You've got the graffiti clamor horn and the hue tone horn, which again we happen to have all of. Specialty mods, you've got the speed sculpture, which again that's kind of specific to Splat, matches her aesthetics personally. Then we've got the ink jets, plus 10 acceleration. This one is plus 300 armor, interestingly enough. So you lose that if you take them off. Plus 10 top speed for the acrylic spoiler. And then, what in the world? This D-pad and analog stick thing. Paint palette wheel is only good for plus 10 handling, so you kind of have to pick your poison. Jeez. With this one here. It's interesting. Anyway, obviously, you know, the problem is it's not like a skill-based, or I guess there is skill to it, but it's like Mario Kart, right? So you can dominate. If this is just like standard racing, you know, like if we're going through, you know, road course or something, you don't have like banana peels and bloopers and bullet bills and somebody getting mushrooms beside you type of a thing. So the armor might come in, but nonetheless, right here, weapons, we're going to have the X button here on the X bone. It's going to paint your targets, and then Y will fire a paint bomb that leaves an inkling that attacks nearby enemies. So we'll back out of there. And that's about all we can showcase here, so let's head over here. Is this sky? It is, isn't it? Yes. Alright, water is down this way again. I don't really... I like the sky training ground, it doesn't serve much purpose for me personally. So, water is opposite land. Nonetheless, let's see what this thing does.
Time to fish or cut bait!
I don't know. That is... sea test area. It's one of those deals. So here's a target. We're gonna tap X. The problem I've got is you don't get damage numbers. You know what I mean? But let's just pilot this thing real quick. It's not very fast. And I think a lot, like, I feel like this is a vehicle that needs like a bright, pretty environment, and right now that's not what we have here. We've kind of got like the core of lights just been gone and everything's sad sort of a feel. So I feel like that's kind of affecting the vehicle a little bit. But what is that over there? Is that like a little steam tank thing? I don't think I've ever seen that. Anyway, we don't get damage numbers, sadly. So that's a mind blower there. But that is the X button that we're using. And then the Y button, let's see what we have. Nice. I guess that's path specific, sadly. So,
now I'm a flying fish!
go in that pipe. What is in this first one? That's what I'm trying to remember. Let's just go ahead and drop down over here, see if there's anything we can kind of get damage numbers from.
Home sweet home!
Okay, so that's how it looks. It just gets like the glass bubble on the top, a sort of dome, if you will, which is kind of what you would expect. It does seem to control fairly well in this underwater. Like, and by that, I mean clearly underwater. I wish there was stuff to shoot, though. It seems like there was, maybe, somewhere in one of them. Oh, the sea urchins, yes. Alright, let's, is he just making laps? Is that what he's doing? Oh Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we'll just park here, and we'll try that's our X attack, underwater. Hopefully this shows a number. I don't know. 120, excellent, okay. Now the sad thing is I don't know that he's going to respawn. Yay, he did. Okay, this might work out better than I thought it would. So what we need to do now, let's go ahead and shoot this. And that's our main man there. He does 40. So there he is. I guess combined it's a nice setup, but 120 and 40, and then you've kind of got the aesthetics. But oh, let's stay down. Again, I don't use this area much at all, so there's that. But it does look nice, and I have to say I do like the Splatter Splasher just aesthetically. So if we're going I don't ever know what we'll do, but if we were doing something underwater, I feel like Dive Bomber is the pick of the litter. And then if we're going sort of just full-on, you know, traditional surface-based race, I would want Splatter Splasher. So what we'll do now, though, is come in here and park ourselves on this little handy-dandy ramp. And okay, it's not going to give us that, but let me switch to Splat. We will see this thing get supercharged, and then we'll check out her quest.
Supercharged.
I kind of like that. I like the stock engine better. Alright, so defeat enemies with the oiled ink ability. That's luckily this one, right? Blew that. This does look cool, though. I think she was doing 132, so that's like plus 12. We're not killing that. I mean, shouldn't we be killing him? I thought so. Oh, come on, Splat. You're better than that. Alright, so we're just gonna park right here and lay waste to this urchin. There he comes, right? No. Where is he? Well, there he is. So I guess that doesn't register, but it's doing 132, so let's see what our little friend here is going to do. Looks like you can, oh, you can have more than one active. I did not see that, so that's the way you'd want to use those guys. In tandem. Try to get somewhere we can... Oh, come on, guys. I need the number. It looked like a 162, but not sure. I didn't see that at all. Come on. Again, this is why I'm not a fan. Really? I mean, what was that even about? What? I just don't... I can't get into the sea aspects of this. It's very, very trying, in my opinion. So these guys just need to start paying attention and recognizing. Come on! You know? Okay, let's just get out of here, because that's clearly a waste of time. Was it up here, I think? Oh, it was right up this direction. Okay, well. Not cool. Not cool at all. Let's try to figure out how many of these things we can have. There's 1, 2, 3. So 2 at once, basically. Yeah. As soon as I fire off the third one, the first one's gone, pretty much. So that answers that question. And I guess we'll go in here. Oh no, that's the way out. Okay. So, what we've got to do now, and this could be very time consuming, we have to defeat 50 enemies with the oil ink ability. That's ridiculous. And oiled ink, let's confirm. I think that is our first one, right?
Picture perfect.
Alright. So it does look cool supercharged, though. It's always nice. I like that. It's kind of got a psychedelic, artistic look to it. The front end I kind of like with the paint splat. The engine, I like the kind of like torch at the top, but I preferred like the traditional scoop look. I do like the exhaust a little bit better. But I do miss the 300 armor. So let's take a look here at the blueprint. I want to go to attacks if we can. Paint your target. Okay, so which one's which? I'm assuming it's the primary, you know. But I'm trying to think of somewhere that I could get a lot of
You must
action.
have a land vehicle to enter this
And
zone.
I'm not sure where that'll be. So what I'll do here, I'll go be trying to find an area where we can just like get a whole bunch of sea enemies kind of taking place. That little crab thing in like chapter 36, the sea star, where we fight Beachcomber. They're a pain to kill, but they seem to respawn, so you might be able to grind it out there. I might start there and see how it goes, but nonetheless, hopefully you're enjoying this. We'll be back. We will attempt to grind this thing out tonight. And once we do that, I'll kind of upload a little or tack on like a few kills from that or something, and then we'll come in and see what the reward is, and then we can move on to her supercharged challenge. I'll try to do Nightfall at the same time, maybe. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you back for more Skylanders research. Hey everybody, I want to wheeze them here. We're going to drop in. This is Exclusive Shores, Chapter 36, where we go after Beachcomber. Again, don't do this sea star if you have not gone over here and taken care of the epic treasure chest. I learned that one the hard way. But not concerned with that. We got it cranked out last night. So we're just going to hop in here with Splatter Splasher. And I want to see if we can just grind this out.
Don't let up, Skylander. She's the only thing standing between you and the eye of the ancients.
I mentioned in the playthrough.
You're intruding on my
They
personal
are
reflection time, you barnacle.
Quite capable of it. But anyway, we're gonna head down here. We can't really kill it too much. I just want to get down because they seem to respawn. And that would be an ideal thing, although they are difficult to Let's see. Oiled ink is the primary attack, so that is good because it's a bit more powerful than the. Okay, there they are, and like I said, they seem to
We literally need better
respawn.
security at this resort.
Why does that not register as a kill? Does it only like do it in groups or something? We killed 4 of them, I think. That would be 5. It's number 6. Okay, if this is not registering, we have a problem. Oh, you're kidding me. Why do they not count as enemies? So, well, this is a no-go. I guess I'll include this so you don't make the same horrible mistake I just made. But they do, like I said, they are kind of a pain to kill. It's a little easier tonight than it was last night, but they did seem to kind of respawn when I was in here yesterday. So that's it. This is a waste of time, so don't do it. And I'll go try to find a good spot to grind out 50 kills, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so the chapter 36 idea didn't work. We were able to kill the little lobsters, but it didn't credit us anything. So what am I doing? Well, the first sea star in the game is chapter 3, and this is where James Prong talks to you. And so I'm assuming these guys will count. And so I'm just going to look for the little speedboat dudes to show up after we kind of take some of these guys out. Let's just park. I don't care if we get shot. Hallelujah! It's registered as a kill. So this is gonna be very time consuming. I think every sea vehicle will be like a nightmare. Land and sky, I know places to grind this stuff out, but this, you're gonna have to just like replay, and it's Oh, that counted too.
Taking
Okay.
damage. Engage safety protocols. Deploy security forces.
I wish these would count because it's not. It's just gonna drop gear bits, which we do actually need since we don't really have any with this vehicle. So the ooh, hello. Let's see. Well, I won't make you see that. I'm trying to keep these quest ones a little short. Where are the speedboat guys? I have to take this thing down too, I guess. This doesn't have the great range that you would think it would. It's cool those do actually count. Okay, this is what I was looking for. I thought we would have to grind it out with these dudes. And we wouldn't have gotten hit there if not for other things. But 132 apiece, and again, just let's see how many we can get in one go. I'll make you stay with me for that much. I don't think there's too many of them, actually. Is this it? Did we kill them all? Because if this only counts for 8, like this whole thing is just going to be good for 8 kills, and you'll have to repeat it 7 times.
This is surreal.
I don't know. People want to do that.
Vehicles of the dark element are stronger in this zone.
This is surreal.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any others, so I guess we'll take this thing out. If there's only 9 kills you can get here, that's a bit tedious, isn't it?
Cyclotron has been critically damaged.
Alright, so... Oh, yeah, it ends it, huh? Forgot about that.
Great work, Skylander!
Make sure there is there
You were the
anyone else,
right
really?
one for this mission.
Doesn't someone want to come and stop
Before they
us?
send guards to investigate. Dive into that center outtake
No,
valve to
no, no,
escape.
let's play it cool. Surely, now I know there's a area up ahead where we can kind of like dive in, and I think a few more enemies appear, but man, we only got 9 out of that. That's a little disappointing. So, let's see, I don't play this route very often. Usually when I grind this chapter out, I do just, you know, the by foot and land method. So, I do think somewhere, I don't know that it's in this stream, but I think somewhere, I think it's in chapter 3, maybe it's the start of 4, but we get to start doing some cool stuff. Let's just kind of see how fast we can go through here, and try to have that logged in this video as well, which that's a bad place to go down, isn't it? Alright, nothing to really shoot or do anything with here. Alright, so I think right here we can get a few more if we stay riding. I didn't even get that toolbox, did I? Dang it. Wait. It's counting crates, isn't it? Oh, this is great. Great news. Okay, so I think when I shoot that, the enemies appear. The little chaos cap. Check this out, though. There's a box in the water. It's like a crate. Boom. Best news of the night. This is why we play the game. Oil barrels count as enemies somehow. Hey, you know? We don't want to go fast and run into stuff and ruin it with our boat. We want to shoot it. So there's that rubber duck area over here. I think we can get that. May count too. We'll save those. Proceed. Oh, look at this treasure trove of quote-unquote enemies, right? This is good stuff. Oh yeah, this won't be bad at all. I think, what, maybe 2 rounds through chapter 2 we should have this done. So I didn't even pay it. Oh, I ran into it. So let's see if we can get 25. If we can do that, I'm good. Okay. Now at some point in time, enemy ships will appear. I feel it. What did we get credit for shooting that time? Okay, this is way better than I thought it would be. Oh, good grief! Don't break it. Don't break it, girl. There you go. Excellent control, Splat. Boom. Okay. No, don't park. Don't park. Alright. It's, ooh, do you see that? Okay. It's this one here, I think, when I shoot one of these two, the enemy ships start to appear. right? How do we hit that? And then I'm wondering if I can shoot, you know, that island right there we can land on? I'm hoping she can... Come on. Okay. Gotta be some way to do this. But yeah, this is way better than I thought it would be. I hope the others work like this, in all honesty. But how did I ever break those up there? Like, I know that's how... I distinctly remember enemies. Maybe do you have to dock here first? I was pretty sure it tied in with, you know, breaking those chaos caps.
Ha! Got you good.
But let's, I guess... Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, I think I heard enemies. Yes, so you just have to dock there. So don't worry about getting hit here. Just park and shoot, let the enemies come to you. And all will be well in the world. There's no more barrels or anything. So that is great news, man. Let's pop up here again. I guess I tell you what, let's see where we're at.
Better luck next time.
Quests. Dun, dun. There's so many of them now. 28. So 2 times through here, we are golden. So I'll grind that out off camera. I'll just come back in, replay it, and we'll call it a day. So looking forward to getting this done. It's going to be way quicker than I thought it would be. So chapter 3 is where you want to go, not 36. Just stick to the basics, and it'll all be good. So my hope is that when we come in here with Sea Shadow, I think we have to use her Abyss Cannon. I hope that it credits us for the same crates and oil barrels. So I'll check that out hopefully tonight, but stay tuned and we will wrap up her second quest here. Hey everybody, one of Weezem here. We found out a pretty sweet way of taking down these sea quests, or at least we think so far for the vehicles. I tried to do chapter 36 with the lobsters, and that was a bad idea. They don't even count. Oh, well, I guess you can have it. I was going to give that to the elites, but chapter 2, it was going to be something we had to grind out. You get like 9 kills in that first section with James Prong, and then there was maybe like another 4 ships that come later on. Turns out, barrels and crates counts. And why the lobsters didn't count and barrels and crates count, I don't know, but I'm certainly not going to argue with it. Those things are like a one-shot kill, and there's a ton of them. Basically, to get 50 kills like we had to do, it took 2 rounds through Chapter 2, the Sea Star section, so that is pretty cool. It's quick to get to, easy to take care of. I'm hoping that Sea Shadow, Dark Sea Shadow, Reef Ripper, Dive Bomber, if we ever get Soda Skimmer, I'm hoping they all kind of have that same thing work in their advantage. But that said, let's come in here and see what we get for completing Splat and the Splatter Splasher's second quest here from Buzz.
Ha! Incredible, Splat! You really knew where to draw the line with those mooks, huh? Alright, I'll stop.
Thanks, Buzz. But I wouldn't say draw the line. It was really more of a barrage.
Well, you've earned the right to be called Supercharger, and this!
Alright, +5 acceleration, I'll take that.
It's time to see your true colors, Splat. This is your final test. Are you ready?
Yep. I think this one's gonna be a real masterpiece, Buzz.
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing how you apply your artistic sensibilities to this one, Splat. Go see my operative to complete your top secret Ninja Commando challenge.
Alright, so +5 acceleration was our reward for Splatter Splasher after our little grinding mission there. And so what we need to do now is her Secret Ninja Commando or Supercharged challenge. I actually got it right that time. Secret Ninja Commando challenge. So we're slowly mastering the ways of Buzz. But what I'm gonna do here, I think I'm gonna throw down with Nightfall. I can't remember where we left off with her. I know I think think I've done her main quest, so we need to see. I don't know that I ever talked to Buzz though, so we will do that, and then we'll go and we'll crank out Sea Shadow, hoping that we can do the same 50 shots like we just did with Splatter Splasher. And I might also come in and introduce like Stealth Elf stuff, get her quest rolling, because if I'm in Chapter 3, I just as well go on to Chapter 4, because that's a great place to grind out your, sky vehicles quest with all the enemies you can kind of take on there. So that's what I will do, but we've got Splat taken care of here. The only thing we lack with her is her supercharged challenge. Those are pretty fun. We'll save that till we've kind of got more of this like grunt work done with some other characters, and then we'll do them kind of in succession and see how we like it. But that's it. I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned a little something about Splatter Splasher, kind of got a feel for the vehicle. I'm pretty good. Feel pretty good about it. Again, the Sea Shadow looks really cool in its standard form though, but and the color, I mean, if I was picking the colors, the Splatter Splasher, not really my cup of tea, but if I picture it with a different paint job, I think it'd be pretty sweet. So I think it's a nice, well-rounded vehicle. It seemed to steer a little bit better on top of the water for what it's worth. But anyway, I'll quit rambling. Again, like I said, hopefully you learned a little something, found maybe a better way to take on the quests when you go through them yourself or something. But anyway, we will be back and continuing on here with our quests and supercharge challenges, so stay tuned for that. But for myself and Splat, thanks for watching. Personal website, oneofweezem.com. Skylander Club forum, skylanderclub.com. Make sure to I didn't realize Grizzle would do that if you jump him. It's kind of cool. Little things you pick up on as you play. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the Splatter Splasher, how well you like it. And I'll catch you back, as always, for more Skylanders research.